I lived in Astoria in Ravenswood houses in the 90s. I was friends with the mailman, who was a really cool guy. His name was Rich. What happened after New Year's was crazy, and for months I saw this man deteriorate into a killer. Rich was an all-around cool guy. He was a good-looking, charismatic mailman who delivered mail around our neighborhood. His baby's mom lived in my projects in Ravenswood houses. He would say hi to everyone, and on Christmas, no matter how poor people were, they often left him a tip in cash. Rich had a dark side to him that involved a fight where he beat his baby's mom and got a restraining order. He broke her orbital bone during an argument. During that year, his girlfriend would often walk around with 2 black eyes or a swollen cheek. He was beating her. He did not show up for 2 weeks because of some departmental procedure suspending him till they found out what the case was about. I saw him 2 weeks later and Rich was less cheery. The new year brought him a child support garnishment for his kid and legal problems, not to mention problems regarding custody. A few months passed and I had noticed him staring into the distance of the hot sun. He did not look good. His long stares would be longer and longer, and it would take his name being called 3 times for him to respond. Everyone around the area heard he had broken a court order and beat his girlfriend again. Rich was not the cheery, charismatic man we had once known, but something darker. One day, coming out from work, I see a Telemundo truck with Eyewitness News Channel 7 and a New York 1 news van. Rich killed his wife and 7-year-old and 13-year-old stepson. Both heads were chopped off. The kid's penis was found in their mouths. Both heads were in a closet. They lived 2 buildings down from me, and my friend was their neighbor. Cops sealed off the building. Rich tried to slit his wrist, but failed and was taken by an ambulance. After detectives left the crime scene 2 weeks later and everything was concluded, we snuck through my neighbor's yard, who lived next door to the crime scene. All the action took place in the kitchen. There were trails of blood from the living room leading into the bedroom, like the bodies had been dragged. The bedroom had a broken door, but we didn't go inside. This was before crime scene cleanup came. I had nightmares for weeks. There was a boy who lived in my building who was 7, who was friends with Rich's kid. He became completely traumatized after he heard about his friend's death. His mother encouraged me to talk to him, since he looked up to me as a big brother. I remember he asked me, "Why do people hurt kids?" I could only say, "Because they are sick in their heads." He sobbed in front of me and I, of course, comforted him. From that point on, I had trouble sleeping for a while. Going in the actual murder scene made things much worse. I will always remember a blank stare when I joked around with him. It was like he was staring through me